happening in the Bo-Kaap area in Cape Town, nestled in the heart of Bo-Kaap, where vibrant color meets Cape Malay culture. TEA Café is more than just a pretty place. It's a flavor-filled sanctuary led by the creative duo Chef Nicolaas van der Walt and head pastry chef Grace Ilanga. The cafe serves everything from pastel cakes and creamy soft serve to koe'sisters and handcrafted teas. It's become a hub where locals linger, travelers pause, and cultures connect over sweet treats and soulful bites. Whether it's a tea pairing experience or upscale halal lunch, that was very exciting. TEA is where global flair meets local comfort. And joining us now are chefs Nicolaas and Chef Grace. Thank you so much to you both for joining us on the line. I'll start off with you, Chef Nicolaas. What inspired this creation of TEA? I hope I'm saying it properly. TEA Cafe in the Bo-Kaap.
Thank you for having us. The inspiration comes definitely from our CEO and our vice president visiting Dubai and enjoying Indian street food. And the hearty food is always close to the heart. And that's where all the inspiration came from. And bringing the concept to South Africa and starting it in the Bo-Kaap in Cape Town, that's where it all started.
Sounds wonderful. Let's talk to you, Chef Grace, in terms of striking that balance between tradition and innovation, because you seem to have done that quite beautifully. How did you decide on which flavors and dishes to modernize and which ones you want to keep rooted in culture?
Again, I'll say thank you for having us. And first, did you like my mushroom head? Pairing, it just as we learn the culture of Bo-Kaap here in Cape Town, and just to know their culture and coming together as unity as we find them, the kind of unit as with Chef Nicolaas as a director of the culinary. He put much together. I won't take a credit for that, but what they've come that more excited is as we have stolen much of the koe'sisters. The koe'sister come as a center of Bo-Kaap and also involved in the TEA, where is the center of our how can I say our TEA. So when you walk in, the koe'sister have to be in, and they say have travel in. If I say travel, have gone into our breakfast. We demanded koe'sisters, our hetzoki, that is a culture that milk tart.
I tell you what, it sounds like an entire experience. And if you've got a bit of a sweet tooth, because personally, chefs, when it comes to a koe'sister, hey, I run away from that thing simply because it's so sweet. I don't know how you make yours, but generally, koe'sisters are very sweet.
They're meant to be.
Are they meant to be like that?
Explain this to you. There's two types of koe'sisters. There's the one with koe'sister with a K.
Yeah.
That is in South Africa. A koe'sister that's very sweet. And then you get the Malay koe'sister without the K. That's the spicy one.
Oh.
That's also sweet. It's more spicy and very, very amazing.
Can I add to that as a spice amazing? And as we get the recipe much coming from Indonesia, and South African have made their home recipe. So the amazing is coming into from the apartheid of the struggle of slavery. Slavery, it usually is 100th century, and it came into apartheid as the snack that they could food, and the snack that has come as their own that they know they come together is a koe'sister. The spice that comes in, what surprised me the most today is like the cardamom and nutch powder. It's the most expensive powder today, but then it's a spice that they could afford it then. So it's absolutely beautiful. The taste of it, of cinnamon, cardamom, nutty powder, and ginger. Wow. And it's not that sweet. I wish you can taste a bit. It's not sweet at all.
Yeah, no, we're going to have to make our way down to the Bo-Kaap to try this one. An authentic Cape Malay koe'sister without the... I didn't know there was a difference. I thought there was only one
no idea.
koe'sister. But thank you so much for that clarification. We're currently in conversation with chefs Nicolaas and Chef Grace to tell us a bit more about the TEA Café. Perhaps you've popped by. What have your experiences been? Let us know on our social media platforms at Channel Africa on Facebook and YouTube and at Channel Africa 1 on TikTok. It's 21 minutes after 1 p.m. Central African time. We'll continue our conversation with the chefs right after this.
Nkhanza zokhudza amuna ndi azimayi kapena kuti gender based violence GBV zikuononga mioyo komanso kuphwasula midzi zikuchitika m'manyumba, m'masukulu, malo ogwirira ntchito ndipo kwambiri mwakachetechete koma sizikuyenera kupitirira. Mukazimva yankhulani, ngati mwakhuzidwa funani chithandizo chifukwa kusachita chilichonse sikuthandiza. Mverani kuma wireless onse 14 a SABC kuchokera lachitatu pa 23 mwezi uno wa Julai kuti mumve zokambirana, malangizo, masewero, zionesero za maphunziro ndi mafunso okhuza nkhanza za amuna ndi azimayi ndi akatswiri, anthu opulumuka ku nkhanzazi, kukhazikitsa lamulo komanso dziko lonse lokhuzidwa ndi nkhanzazi. Zonsezi pa wireless yomwe mumayikonda ya SABC. Imbirani pa nambala 0800 428 428 kuti munene za nkhanzazi kapena kupeza chithandizo. Nkhanza zokhuza amuna ndi azimayi zimatha ndi inu. Uthenga ukufikani kuchokera ku SABC.
We take no sides, none whatsoever. We are the upside.
22 minutes after 1 p.m. Central African time. It's a Travel Wednesday this afternoon on the Upside, and we've made our way down to the Bo-Kaap area in Cape Town to talk more about the TEA Café. And this is where color meets Cape Malay culture. Absolutely brilliant. And we're currently in conversation with chefs Nicolaas van der Walt and head pastry chef Grace Ilanga to tell us a bit more about the cafe. Chef Nicolaas, let's head back to you this time. Tea. It's an interesting one because we've seen many cafes, coffee cafes, but not many tea cafes. Why do you think it's such a sellable idea, especially in Cape Town, where a lot of people may just want a frappuccino or a what, and just coffee instead of tea?
He's a tea drinker.
We wanted to bring the tea culture into South Africa and start in Cape Town in the Bo-Kaap. Yes, our market is halal, the Muslim culture. Really this generation loving to drink more tea than coffee. And that was the whole thing, to bring in the tea culture to South Africa and grow it. We've opened another branch in Sandton, a TEA branch, and we are pushing for the tea culture to teach people about tea. The tea pairing is beautiful pastries and desserts that you can have with your tea, and not just having coffee. And the health aspect of tea. We have our signature teas, we've got the wellness teas, and enjoying it.
My favorite, the ginger tea.
That's your favorite?
Yes.
Okay. No, mine is the kadak. Mine is the kadak tea.
I love it. I just want to have tea with the both of you. Okay, let's I just want to say that it's so beautiful to know that as a tea drinker, it's not just that I'm getting old, it's that I'm getting trendy. I love that for myself. Let's expand on you bringing the concept to Sandton. You know, how does that experience and differ between what's happening in the market in Johannesburg and how that differs to the Bo-Kaap, you know, because Johannesburg carries an urban energy, and obviously the audience could be a little bit different. So how do you cater to the Johannesburg audience?
Yes, the essence of TEA remains rooted in the storytelling, flavor, and connection.
Okay.
But the experience naturally evolves with the surroundings. In the Bo-Kaap, the cafe is deeply intertwined with heritage. It's a sensory of journey through history and where every dish and tea pairings feel like a tribute to tradition and community. In Sandton, the energy is more cosmopolitan, fast-paced. We adapt the experience to reflect that without losing our soul. The menu still honors culture, flavor, the pace more dynamic, and the space designed to resonate with Johannesburg's urban rhythm. It's about creating a bridge between old and new, comfort and sophistication, and letting guests feel that no matter where they are, they're part of something meaningful.
That's beautiful. Chef Grace, let's talk about this tea pairing experience. What does it entail?
Can you repeat, please?
What does the tea pairing experience entail? What are we pairing? What teas with what pastries? What are we doing in that experience?
I'll go first with like Kadak tea. Kadak tea we pair with cardamom, because as you can tell, we love cardamom. I love cardamom and ginger. So cardamom tea that go with the black pepper, and so that we pair together with cardamom and pistachio baklavas. So the sweetness is in. So that is amazing. Then we move down into the cappuccino. Cappuccino, we pair our red roast cappuccino with koe'sisters. Malay koe'sisters. So there you go, Malay koe'sisters. And what we didn't tell you, what our vice president is introduced, and that is going well with the koe'sister, is the Nutella. Nutella, we also add Nutella in. And the cream pet, we make our own cream pet, so that is also, it brings you home. The ginger tea goes with our orange, chocolate orange bonbons. That is the pairing of the ginger and the orange. So it's beautiful, sit in your tongue, kind of dance in your tongue. Yeah.
It sounds very exciting. Just to, perhaps, I mean, either one of you can answer this question, but how does the seasons influence the menu, and does it change and get shaped by the seasons?
The seasonally plays a central role in how we craft our desserts and cake offerings. Definitely. Thus, we believe that ingredients are at their most expressive when they are in season, not just in flavor, but in stories they tell. Whether it is warmth, spiced carrot cake in a cooler month, or the brightness of and berries in summer, we let nature guide our creativity.
Chef Grace, I have one simple question. What does it take to make the perfect tea? I've heard one too many. You must put the tea bag in there for 5 minutes. If you want it stronger, maybe 10 minutes. But how do we make the perfect cup of tea?
Yeah, as you say, it's a quite complicated question to the tea drinkers. But it's boiling of the water first. It should boil to 100 degrees. 5 minutes before you pour your water into the tea bag. But as we make our tea in the kitchen, so we boil that with the flavor. So it kind of take away that the bitterness, and you have the reach of the tea itself.
Okay. But can I tell you something amazing? Our guests receive an elegant hourglass with their tea, measuring the ideal stepping time. For that period of that hourglass turned around, it's 5 minutes before they can actually have the tea. And this tactile and visual ritual creates a memorable and engaging experience, enhances anticipation, and elevates tea drinking into a thoughtful activity. So you get a beautiful, elegant hourglass with tea the moment that the waiter puts the tray down. And you have to wait for that hourglass to run out, the sand to run out, before you can actually serve your tea.
Man, listen, I think I found a new hangout, because I really love elevated tea drinking experiences. I remember experiencing one at a Buddhist temple, through tea meditation. Cacao ceremonies are my favorite. And now TEA Café is another one I'm going to add to my list, and I'm hoping that you'll do the same. So check them out. They are a modern tea drinking lounge that's located at the Hyatt House in Sandton, at the Sandton Hotel. Thank you so much to the both of you. All the best for this season, and we will see you in Sandton. I'm dragging Tebogo with me. We're going to come and drink some tea and have
and
cake.
the Bo-Kaap there in the Cape Town area.
Yes, that too.
For those in Cape Town. Thank you so much to the both of you.
Thank you for having us. Thank you. I appreciate it. Come for tea.
Comforting. That's your vibe, actually. I can actually see the kind of people you'll be hanging out with when you go down to these tea markets here in Sandton and in the Bo-Kaap region. It's 30 minutes after 1 p.m. Central African time. Let's get the latest in sports with Figile Lingwanti.
Sports on Channel Africa.